Yeah, the techniques and times change, but the actual movement in it, and people are still coming up to me and say, I found, young students, I found your book and it's so useful. We don't do cell animation, but I learned how to do a walk with that in my class, in my college. And I'll reiterate this again, and this is my big frustration. Colleges, there are exceptions. I don't want to slam every college, but colleges offer animation courses, and very few of them actually teach animation. Okay, they teach software, because in answer to a question earlier on, these days most companies are looking for people who have expertise in, say, Harmony, and that's where Tony's great at that, training people and preparing them with the software side. But if you're animating, if you're running an animation course, you really should teach animation. And I find a lot of students don't get taught animation. And I'm not talking about the big, there are certain big colleges that are really good at it, really good at it. So I'm not saying all colleges, but a lot of colleges and a lot of degree colleges, a lot of community colleges, there's a lot out there that do animation courses, but really all they do is software, and the teachers themselves don't know how to animate. So when somebody comes up to me and says, hey, I found your first book, it was amazing, I learned how to do a walk, I'm on this course, I'm doing a degree, and nobody teaches how to do a walk, and I learned how to do a walk from your book. That amazes me, but it also makes me very sad. And that's why I think, this app is really important, because it will supplement college student studies, the ones that really care about character animation, correct movement, personality, all those things. You're not allowed to do a lot of that, even in the industry these days, especially with TV work and everything. You've just got to make things move and communicate the soundtrack as well as possible. But if you're really looking to express characters and get personality and get emotion out and get a sense of weight and timing and fluidity and all those things, you do need to know these principles. And that's why it breaks my heart that a lot of students are not being taught those things, because the teachers themselves don't know them. And it's not easy to access them, or a lot of people don't have the money to go on a degree course, so an app like this is going to give absolutely solid foundations at affordable prices. That's the fundamentally important thing to me. And then if the app is successful in that sense, and it does bring in revenues, you have my word that those revenues are going to be applied to other things, further courses, and hopefully production. And in answer to the earlier question, getting into the industry, the hardest thing for anyone, you could finish the top degree course in the country, and the big question you're going to get from employers are, yeah, I've seen your show reel, but what's your industry experience? And no college can give you that. No one can give you that unless you can find a way of getting into the industry and working on a real project. And the beauty of this app, if it's able to fund, I'm not talking about mega millions, but what I call stone soup budget production, but quality production. If this app funds that, then I am definitely going to bring good, talented students onto the project, and so they can get industry experience from it. And that's one thing you can't get anywhere else. But I can't give you that unless the app's successful. And that's not in my hands, that's in your hands. Okay, so a long postscript to the whole thing, but that's the reality of it.